One. Hello, and we are live on Twitch. Welcome to Caffeinated Arcade. Um, we are streaming our homebrew campaign, Adventures in Alainn, and there's some interesting things going on, and we're excited to jump in. So, last time, the party traveled from Plume Rock back to the swamp where their fallen companion, Sunevi, spoiler alert, was originally from. And they went to the swamp to return his body to his tribe and also his mother, Preya. And after speaking with her, they realized that it may be possible to bring him back if they're able to get the material components to do so. They ended up casting a Speak with Dead spell and confirmed that while there is some conflict within Sunevi on whether he should be brought back or not, just mainly due to his beliefs in the nature saint Fossick, they decided that his wish to be reunited with his friends and family was more important. So they figured out through Zide and Gast, who they convinced to come along with them as their ticket back to Plume Rock, given his ability to teleport there specifically. And they learned that there was a temple to Aerwyna, the saint of the ocean and water. And they learned that there was a pool of reflection there that may be able to give them the treasure necessary to bring back their friend. So they traveled. They ended up doing a little bit of sailing on the Draken Bay, traveling to the temple without too much hassle. They ran into a troll, but due to a natural 20 from Tom, that fight did not last long. That might have been one of the shortest battles I've ever run. But from there, they made it to... Yeah, that was pretty awesome, because I know we were near the end of time, too, so that worked out. But they made it to the temple, and essentially... started looking at the pool, trying to figure out its arcane properties, and noticed that it was definitely illusion-based and hallucinogenic in some way. And they met the priest of the temple. Ryland was the first to jump in while everyone was deciding who would be the first. And she ended up seeing a little bit of a vision from her past, and due to some natural 20s while interacting with a vision, Rylan came out of it very successful and ended up getting a blessing from the Saint of the Sea, and noticed that one of her arm blades was replaced with a short sword known as the Short Sword of the Sea Goddess, seemingly giving her some new abilities as well. And where we left off exactly was Ryland emerging from the pool and kneeling before the saint and the party begins to notice this as well.
So, how do you feel, Ryland?
And did anything happen for you in there?
There we go. Ryland, I think you're muted.
Oh my gosh, she's mute. This thing is cursed.
Oh no, not again.
There we go. We can hear you now.
Wait,
Okay.
she's beginning to able to
Yay.
speak. It's a miracle.
Yay. Sorry. Technical issues.
You're all good.
I'm still a little woozy from my magical vision. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Unsilence.
Stunned silence. Reliving my childhood trauma, you know. There we go. Okay.
How did
You
it
get the kill
go?
to me. It was good. It was fun. Yeah, like I said, I got to a lot of therapy. It was fantastic. Reliving childhood trauma. Just fantastic.
That doesn't sound fantastic.
Oh well, I got to see the vision of my family being killed, but this time I wasn't a weak, defenseless child, so I got to fight back. So I was able to actually do something and kind of try and protect them, even though I was trying to strike at ghosts and like wasn't really able to do something. At least you know, I wasn't like afraid and like a little child that I couldn't actually do anything. So made me feel better. And look at my cool sword. Cool sword.
And you
Oh, are we
notice
whipping it
as
out?
you notice as you look at it, it's really it's a beautiful blade. It's finely crafted and also has a faint blue glow to it.
I mean,
Yeah, look at it. It's now shimmery and kind of got that like water fluid emotion. Isn't that great?
don't get me wrong, that's very pretty and all, but yeah, that doesn't really sound like the most pleasant experience.
Well, I didn't say it was
I mean, you
pleasant.
don't
I
have to go.
just said it was therapeutic. I mean,
I
nobody
didn't even
says
know
you have to go jump in the pool.
I didn't even know your parents were dead. This is news to me.
Yeah,
None of
well,
us have parents. Correct.
well, see. I've actually, like, you know, the ghosts that float around me when we fight. Yeah, they're my dead parents. Yeah, I, I kind of have a couple dead parents. At least two sets. You know, it's great. It's great.
I think you might need
I'm
more
not
than just
traumatized at
therapy.
all. Her eye twitches. I don't need therapy. Eye twitches.
Yeah, yeah, I think you might need more than just therapy.
It's okay. I channel I channel it into rage at things trying to hurt me now. It works fine.
You need a hug.
Aw.
Anybody else gonna go in?
Anybody else gonna dive in? She seemed really nice.
I mean,
And you
I am
see
curious.
the mystic Olwen standing there, and um, he he's a lot taller than most of the party, I do believe. Actually, definitely. I just remembered
Sure.
I'm like
we have a
I'm
dwarf,
like
a
five
gnome, and a
nine. I'm like
halfling.
the
Wow,
yeah, other than the
height shaming now,
tiefling
are we?
other than the tiefling and the weird the human yeah, which is like 5'9", so I'm actually one of the tallest people in the party.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm one of the tallest people in the party. Woo.
And
Well, yeah. There was a moment where I towered over everyone just because Derek, Glucose, and Ilya were the only ones here.
Yeah.
My 5'5" inches made me huge.
And you're welcome,
If I
Elliot.
practice, can I like throw the lightning with a slash in the air?
Everyone knows it's not about the number of inches, Tom. It's about how you use them.
I wish I had more opportunities to use them, but everybody says no.
Maybe it's the creepy way you ask.
Try to ask in different ways all the time.
Welcome to Caffeinated
Oh, but
Arcade.
you're right. I'll ask. I'll try another way. There's
Try
always
not to
another
start a
way.
conversation. Try to avoid starting the conversation with, "Hi, you're not my mum, are you?"
Good. Do you
Well, I
want to see
found
my
my mom,
sword?
so I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh, see, maybe
Yeah.
your chances will get better.
See, you kept saying, "Hi, you're not my mom, are you?" Great. Do you want to see my sword? That's not that's not a good way to pick up girls. No. I'm gonna have to say that
You guys also seem to reject my idea, like, oh, your significant other died. Maybe you need someone to fill that void in your life.
yeah, but you don't say in your life. You say in your you fill that void and just like stop there and just no timing.
And you don't need the
There's time,
suggestive
there's
gestures
time.
either.
And again,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I should feel offended or relieved that he hasn't tried to hit on me yet.
Yeah, I try to keep it out of the party.
That's true.
Since
Out of character, that is a lie, and
you
we all
never
know it.
want to stick
Genevieve.
it in your own fanny.
He
You never want to stick it in your own party, in your own fanny.
he well, he hit on Mel a lot, so you know that's not entirely true.
And him and Genevieve seem to have a whole BDMS thing going on with the whipping and whatnot.
Yeah, there was that.
You know I'm standing here, right?
I
Mel
mean-
says.
When
Hi,
did you
Mel.
get here?
When did you get
I
here?
stopped. There was a time where you were, a little more casual, and then you decided to hang out with us more. So, you'd like me to continue, let me know.
Mel is just that like permanent NPC with the party now. Oops.
Well, you know,
It
it
happens.
was temporary. She's just permanent. We every now and then we're like, when did you get here?
Poor Mel.
Good. We need a haste.
Pretty much.
So, the mystic just goes, and you notice that there's actually some. He seems to be Triton in nature and has like this kind of like bluish green tone to his skin, and then he's wearing some rags like over his eyes, and he just says, "Are you?"
Do you wear the rags so you have visions, or do you wear the rags because you're blind?
In a way, it's
Sorry, that was really rude of me. I apologize.
That's okay. I understand the curiosity. Wear them as a way of only focusing on what I hear and focusing on the visions that Aerwyna gives me.
Oh,
Oh, so listen to the voices in your head. So,
Don't we all?
Tom listens to the voices in his head, but his voices tell him to do naughty things. So,
don't they all?
It depends on which head you're talking about.
Both of them.
I was gonna say I walked into that one, but I'm not gonna even say that. That will end up wrong.
Or very.
You know how you see sometimes you just have to think about some things before they come. Yeah. Yeah, this is going the wrong way. I'm gonna stop now.
Oh, jeez. Again, welcome to
I need some
Caffeinated
like
Arcade.
strong.
Somebody else going,
I need some strong alcohol to like do some brainwashing because my brain just went in a very bad place. Ugh.
Go you enjoy your stay.
Don't knock it till you try it. But is anybody going into the pool?
I mean, would there be any
If
kind
I
of?
go into the pool, will it erase this memory?
I don't
Just
think so.
asking.
I don't think so. I think I'll need something stronger for that.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah. How does Aerwyna feel about Fastic?
Do you ask the priest?
Yes.
So he just says, "Oh, they get along quite well, actually. They do have some disputes over which domain is whose, of course, but oh, they're definitely friendly towards each other."
Out of character, I'm pretty sure I asked this exact question last time.
I think you did too.
I think so. Yeah.
I just the answer sounds strangely familiar. I mean, I suppose we missed. We'll give it a try, seeing how well it worked out for Rylan.
Yeah. What's good?
Anyone?
It didn't send me into a rage to stab you all, so you know it worked out in our favor.
Anyone volunteer?
Well, I already volunteered. It's your turn now. Guys, either
Fine,
nut
I'll
up
go.
or let's go. We got work to do.
Okay, I'll go, but is this like is like a one person kind of deal, or can I bring Lobo along?
And the priest just says, "Only one."
Oh. Alright, well,
Don't worry, I'll keep Puppy company.
that's what I'm worried about, but okay.
Hey.
Not in that way.
Now we discover Ilya doesn't like to share either.
I think Ilya has a unhealthy relationship with her puppy.
What's that supposed to mean? It's very healthy.
Absolutely, I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure you're both consenting adults.
Get your heads out of the gutter.
I mean, it was dead, right?
I mean, yeah, it was dead at one point.
But really, who hasn't been dead at least once? Come on.
Now he's back.
I don't think I've died.
Same.
Oh, I can fix that if you want.
Oh, are we gonna test the sword out right now? Like, you know, sparring?
Sure. All right. Well, we get an extra bonus because
Yeah,
it's
we
right
haven't,
beside her
tried to
magic
kill
book.
each other.
You are
Yeah,
right
you're the
next
one
to the
person.
pool.
You're the one person in the party I haven't stabbed.
Okay.
I have a
Derek
bad
again
track
raises his hand.
I have a bad track record of stabbing people in the party.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't stabbed Dark either.
Did I not stab Derek? Well,
Nope.
that's because I like Derek.
His armor was too thick.
Wait.
Rick! Sorry.
Couldn't get past the beard.
It's the beard.
It's always the beard.
Beard reminds me of a nice uncle or grandfather I had. Yeah, that's it. Well,
His
it was very
beard
fun.
reminds me of a warm, safe place where, as a child, I'd hide.
We do know my. We try not. I try not to think of my childhood. It's very traumatic. Everybody died.
How did that make you feel?
Like stabbing things.
I see. And how does stabbing things make you feel?
Better.
Do you think this whole stabbing thing is a way for you to lash out because you never got enough attention as a kid?
No, I think it's because people kept trying to kill me.
I think we're gonna need more therapy sessions.
Do you think so? Oh, is this gonna get expensive?
Yes.
Oh dear. I better do more stabbing then.
Fair enough. But yeah, I suppose Elia's gonna reluctantly dismount the Lobo and do the whole anime thing. Well, they like just for us together for a brief moment. Be right
Are you
back. Don't
gonna
you
like
worry.
go up to the edge of the pool, peek in, and somebody's gonna have to push you in because you're gonna be a chicken about the situation?
Quite possibly,
Ooh.
yes.
Derek just sighs, walks forward, and just jumps in.
Are we gonna like rock
Yes.
paper scissors to see who we're gonna go in? Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Why is everyone so scared? I would never do something that would kill your characters. Never.
hey, no, not fair, dwarf.
All right,
I
Derek,
was about to step in.
enjoy.
Impatient bastard.
Okay, so
Kidding, of course.
Derek,
He's very patient.
you listen to the bickering of the party of who's gonna go in next, and you get tired of it, and you also miss Sunevi and know that this mission is part of bringing him back, so you go forward with determination and start to kind of wade into the water. And it almost looks like the water overtakes your vision entirely until it's just essentially like a blanket of blue. And then it begins to fade to white, and the air suddenly gets really cold, and you realize you're not in water anymore. You're in a snowy mountain area that you recognize as your home. And it's blizzarding with very harsh conditions. And you keep your hand in front of your face, just trying to be able to see through all of the white mountains of snow. And just to see how you fare, can you make a Constitution saving throw while you're in this blizzard? Okay, nice. So, you do fairly well. You break through. You're used to living in the cold, and it doesn't faze you as much as it would others. But as you begin to see, you see a little bit of light in front of you. And you also hear the sounds of battle as you see on one side your companions, all of your party members fighting what looks like Lycidas. You never got a glimpse of him up close during the war, but he towers over all of the mortals and wears dark billowing robes of shadow, and he appears to be heavily overwhelming the party. But on the other side, you see your clan fighting against all the dynasty forces. And they also seem to be getting overwhelmed. Which side do you go to?
He stands for a moment, sort of torn between the two, doing that classic, like, head sort of going from side to side, side to side, before he just takes a deep breath, puts a hand over his symbol of Nightingale on his armor, and then just charges towards the party, screaming, "For Nightingale!"
Nice, okay. So you go towards your party. let's have this be. Let's do an intelligence saving throw. Oh no!
Oh, yes.
That is
Dwarven
unfortunate.
intelligence. Dwarven intelligence wins again.
I mean, hey, and that's
Sorry.
with the +6, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dice said no. So,
I mean, clearly, it's the vision of the scene. He's not thinking. He's reacting. Just it's pure, just gut instinct. There is no thought.
Only fist.
only fist. So, you go to the aid of your party, and you're able to help against the Saint of Death himself, but looking to the other side, you watch as members of your clan begin to be cut down one by one by dynasty forces until there's not much left. And then first you see Glucose fall. And then you see Ilya fall. Go ahead and make another intelligence saving throw.
Place your bets now, folks. How many more party members am I going to kill? Oh my god, it's the same result. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Bodies hit the floor.
We're all going down.
We're all dying today.
So
it was nice knowing y'all.
you watch as now Ryland gets overwhelmed and falls completely pale. And there's a lot of blood in the snow from all of your party members. And lastly, you see Tom. And then Sunivi once again. And you're thrown out of the vision, back into the water. And somehow you made it under the water and are now beginning to panic. Go ahead and roll. Can you roll a d6? Okay. On a 3, you are able to get your bearings and make your way to the top of the pool. But from everything you witnessed and just the pure panic of being stuck underwater, you take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
But you're able to swim back to the shore.
Which is good, because dwarfs don't normally swim.
Yeah, they've got dense bones. They sink.
They're very dense. They sink a lot.
Especially in heavy armor.
Mm-hmm. Between the heavy armor and the heavy bones, they're very sinkable.
His
As
armor's
Derek,
special.
as Derek sort of emerges from the water, sort of still gasping, sort of there's water dripping out of everywhere, like all the holes and creases in the armor. His beard is just like this, just solid, just mass of hair with just water just constantly running off it all down the front. And he just stares wild-eyed around at the group and then just storms past them off to be alone for a minute.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
well. Yeah, not like that.
And I was going to give him a hand out of the water to make sure he got out safe. Oh dear. I'm taking it. It didn't go well.
And
What'd you get?
PTSD apparently.
PTSD, PTSD.
Yeah, we all
Poor
have that.
Derek.
I think all adventurers have a little PTSD. Come on.
Nobody watches a dwarf.
Oh, it's because this isn't Nightingale. This is Aerwyna.
Yeah, secretly in the background is like Derek chose the group and is like for Nightingale, and Avina's just like you chose poorly.
I'll perish.
No, to be honest, Derek's own stupidity. It's all good. Go on then. Who's next? Who's next in the vision pool? Let's do it.
I'd like to do into Priest and just ask one more time. And you're sure this pool isn't dangerous? That didn't look pleasant at all.
And the priest just says, if I said it wasn't, I would be lying. So, there's always a risk, but
He did say some people don't make it out right in their right mind, so we were warned about that.
Oh, sure is a fair point. It's just all just you.
I figured I wasn't in my right mind to begin with, so, you know, what's the harm?
Well, I suppose it can't be.
I mean, heck, what's the worst that can happen to me? I go crazy and stab my party again?
I won't. But I suppose I'll give it a go. Just sort of kiss the toe of her lowest muzzle and reluctantly step into the water.
okay. So, Ilya, you step into the water. Pull something up here. Okay. So you feel the cold waters of the pool wash over you. And suddenly you're thrown back into the New Ovian forest. Back to that horrible day where Lobo died. You see Lobo laying dead on the ground in front of you, and you're there crying over his form. When suddenly a swirl of leaves and warm summer air surrounds both of you, and it brings breath back into his lungs. His eyes begin to glow with a strange etherealness, and his fur glows with the markings you have now grown accustomed to. You then see flashes of the nightingale bird you spotted in the forest. You see the faces of your party members that you've just recently met in Plume Rock, and then your vision flashes to the memories and stories of your elders, of your tribe, watching from the forest as an elven cityscape succumbs to smoke and shadow. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, I am not good at these. Apparently I'm quite decent at these.
Oh, nice! So, you begin to panic a little as the visions get faster, but you remember that comforting feeling of Fossick and how he brought Lobo back. And you feel a sense of determination. You have witnessed both the destructive side of nature, the destructive side of war, through the stories of your elders, but you know that you have a sort of hope and a sense of purpose ahead of you. And the vision moves back to the faces of your party, and you feel as if you're on the right track. Go to make one more wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's still not too bad.
Nice. So, you get again, that warm, comforting feeling, and you feel the presence of someone else. You're used to the presence of Fossick, but Aerwyna's presence is very calm and reflective. And you hear someone in your ear say, being here with these people, this is your sacred task. You will be the protector of life. And then your vision is back to reality. You're back in the pool. Go ahead and roll a... We'll switch things up. Can you do a D2?
D2. Okay.
A D6 is
A
fine.
1.
Too. Okay. Interesting. I was trying to see what you got out of
It's
this.
possibly half as interesting or twice as interesting.
So, let me find this. You end up not seeing anything near you at first, but then you look back towards the shore, and there's something laying there. And you get closer to it. You see there's a short bow, similar to the one you have, but it's dark blue, and it has elven runes carved into the weapon with greens and yellows. The runes glow and produce a faint light.
Oh well. I mean, this is very beautifully crafted, but I'm a little concerned that Fazak might not approve. The whole accepting gifts from gods that aren't him, saints. I suppose it would be very rude to not accept. So, but yes, thank you, Aerwyna. I do appreciate this.
And in the moment,
I suppose yes.
you do
Just have to
sense
start up to
the
Fazak later.
you do sense the presence of both deities.
Oh well, fancy seeing you here of all places.
And you
Nice.
get the sense you personally had nothing to fear. That they seem to work together quite nicely.
I suppose if this means that he approves, then by all means, and much appreciated.
And I'll send those stats to you.
I want to apologize. I don't know what happened while I was asleep or after being woken up.
You're
What?
all good.
What? I was starting to wonder if you had drifted off. Didn't hear from you for a while there.
I'm pretty sure I passed out like during call.
Oh no. Are you alright?
Uh, I mean, I think like it's weird. I'm still kind of like recovering. I don't think I can join the game. It's my teeth hurts.
Hey, you're all good. I hope you feel better, man.
Thank you. Just and this week is like all teeth, no bite.
Oh dear.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Enjoy your game. Hi chat. Bye
Yes,
chat.
sir.
You're all good. Take care.
Take care. Sorry for this month and last month. I'll make up for it next week,
That's okay.
hopefully.
You're all good.
Bye bye.
Bye. What a shame. Oh well, what can you do?
So
All right, Mel, you going in?
Mel just goes, I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed.
Also, Lobo is practically dragging Illy out of the water by this point. He is not pleased.
And Mel just says, "What about you, Tom?"
Well, I would need you to hold some things if I was going in.
I know, fire
Just,
and
you know.
water kind of thing. Yeah, we know. You're a chicken. Got it.
This chicken flew the coop a long time ago. Wait a minute, that doesn't help.
Chickens don't fly. Much.
Wouldn't they in this universe? Wouldn't they?
No.
Yeah. Wouldn't they? Cause like in D&D, wouldn't they not be overfed and be able to fly?
Even wild chickens don't fly that much. They more like just hover.
Oh man. You know what chickens fly that used to get my goat? The ones from Legend of Zelda.
That's amazing.
Anyway, I digress. Yeah, here, hold my bag of holding. Don't let anybody touch it. And see you later. Jump.
Nice. So, let's see. Okay. Tom, you are upon entering the water. Your vision fades to the Saints Square from Crestbourne. You recognize this area very well. And you see it's under attack and the skies are dark. And it reminds you of the night that the Mariah Academy got attacked, but a lot worse. This is the full city. And you watch as each of the temples to the saints are beginning to crumble around. Starting with Aerwyna. And then you see Fossick doesn't have much of a temple within Crestbourne, but you do see the tree that was preserved for him chopped down and then set on fire. And they begin to move towards Mona's temple. You're leading your friends into the thick of this fight. You're fighting dynasty forces left and right. But in your hand, you look down and you see not the necklace or the ring that you picked up, but you see an obsidian blade, very similar in nature to the relics that you've collected so far, but it's glowing sickly green with runes running up and down the sides, and it seems to glow even more with your touch. Go ahead and make, we'll say, a wisdom saving throw. Nice. So, you sense the evil power coming from the blade, just like you have before with the ring and the necklace. And you have a choice. You can either use the blade to begin to cut down your enemies, or you can rely on what you have. And what you always fight with.
Right, I cast Detect Traps. I'm kidding. Oh man, I like new shiny things. So am I like surprised to see this weapon?
You're very surprised. You've never seen this before.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think I'm a man of action. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I do. Try to save the temple, save my home. With by whatever means necessary.
Okay, nice. So, out of curiosity, is that with the blade or without?
Yeah, if I'm in the thick of it, I don't have time to think. So
Okay.
with the blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we will go ahead and do a charisma saving throw this time.
Right in the middle.
Okay. So, you begin fighting with this blade alongside your friends, and you feel that just evil sensation in the back of your head, and you begin confusing the dynasty forces with your friends, and everything is starting to muddle together. Who's your friend and who's your enemy? You are used to people leaving you. Will your friends betray you? And you begin to question everything. Go ahead and make one last charisma saving throw. Nice. So, you resist. You know the evil power of the blade and are able to shrug it out of your mind. And you end up succeeding. You watch as the dynasty forces are driven away. The temple to Mona remains standing. And you get the sense that although the ones to Aerwyna and Fossick were destroyed, they can be rebuilt. None of the other temples have gone down. And your vision ends with hope. You're able to rebuild the city you've grown to love and care about alongside of your friends. And you also know that you see a little bit of, in your vision, a snowy mountainside and the blade resting deep within it. But on that charisma saving throw, how high it was, you know, although it would be good to protect another relic, it needs to be dealt with very carefully. And you come out of the pool. And you see along the shoreline actually a cluster of treasure. You see some sapphires, and then in the center, a large diamond. And you hear a voice within your head say, "The ones you have around you, they're all good. Stay with them and go bring back your friend."
Oh man, guys, I'm so cool.
Go on.
Well, one, I think the gods like me a little bit. They want me to defend them. Two, I've got what we need so that we can bring Sinevi back, and a little extra. And you guys are awesome, and I love you all. I'm gonna give everybody a big bear hug.
Tom, this is the first time you've hugged with wings and everything.
I don't
What
think Lobo's
happened?
I'm not entirely sure Lobo's going to accept that.
I mean, it's happening. Anybody that like
Okay.
goes for a handshake instead is getting a hug anyway. Bring it in for the real thing.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
He
okay,
must have bought some.
she managed to keep Toss off.
Good looking out.
What kind of traumatic vision did you have?
My city was burning again, and
I was going to say we've already seen that.
Yeah, I know. It was. I had. To, if you recall, I had to go back and make sure everything was okay.
I'm starting to get the feeling it happens often.
One of those. Home is where the heart is, and that's the only home I've really known. So that was painful to see, and I'm glad I was able to overcome my own mental blocks and defend what needed defending. We really got to get north.
Oh, you managed to save the Archmage this time. Good for you.
I mean, she's still alive, but mine was a little more generic for the city as a whole, not any one individual.
Oh, okay.
We gotta head north and get some of these more get these obsidian objects. I had a blade, and just like every other obsidian thing, it tried to take over my brain, and I fought it off best I could. And
you're possessed now. So
no, because it was all in my head, so I don't actually have the blade. So I was able to overcome it. But I'm like 90 million% sure that it's up north, which is where I was heading before I met all of you guys. And,
wait. What obsidian items?
Oh yeah, that was the quest we were on before we needed to resurrect Sinevi. We'll catch up on that as soon as we finish with Sinevi quest.
Yeah, basically, make sure Lycidas doesn't ever come back.
Yeah.
That Lycidas?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one. Big bad.
Dynasty's up to its old tricks again. That's
They're
our
just
whole
Dynasty is trying to resurrect him. We're trying to stop it. The same. The usual hero stick.
I feel like you might have wanted to tell me this sooner.
Oh.
But we're doing this now, and we'll do that soon.
See, that's what you scolded me about. Oh, how dare you consider the big quest when your friend has died and you need to resurrect him.
Don't get me wrong, I still feel
That's what you.
I still feel like bringing Sinevi back is the right option, but It would be nice to know.
You,
what we
you
don't know.
scolded me
now.
for
We
trying
have
to
the
bring it up
diamond.
earlier, actually. So, technically this one's on you.
Wait, did I?
Right, Lobo?
We have the diamond. We can bring him back. I don't have to lose anyone anymore.
And Mel just goes, and this
Derek
means
just
I
mutters
don't have to
"Yet"
go
and
into the
wanders off.
pool. Yay!
Yes.
Mel, get
I mean,
in
if
there.
you want to.
No, thank you.
Oh,
That's
speaking
okay.
of Mel, can I have my bag back, please?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
You know, Mel, over here, he really thinks you should go into the water. He says it's very nice.
What?
You could
Intense.
go for a swim.
I
What's
hear
the
you're
worst
not
that could
supposed to
happen?
go swimming until an hour after you ate. She quickly
eat
just eats a
anything?
ration.
Get into the water, damn it.
What?
Oh, come on.
We all did it. If you want to be a part of the group, you have to do it too.
Make a
Peer
persuasion
pressure.
check.
Peer pressure.
Persuasion, you say? I'm actually quite decent at these. Surprisingly decent.
Nice. She just says, "Fine, I guess I'll go." And she begins trudging into the water.
Remember, kids, peer pressure is good for you.
Very nervously. So
I'm gonna give her a pep talk. Like, you could do this, okay? Just be yourself.
I can give her guidance. Don't
We
worry.
might-
We won't let you
might-
drown.
Just let it happen, guys. We might finally get rid of her.
You don't even know her.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm rolling for her visions. So you can't see her vision, of course, but let me roll one more thing. Okay, so very similar to Derek. She's coughing very violently when she comes out of the water. And her vision didn't seem to last too long, so you weren't worried until you hear her coughing and then making her way up to the shore. And she seems deeply troubled and very tired.
I don't think it went well.
So, what did you see?
I might just need a second.
Oh, I'm over there ready to get a hug, and I'm just have my arms out, but she says I need a second, so I'm just gonna stand there with, like, waiting for the hug, but with, like, a half smile. Like, eh? Eh? Was it awesome?
If your family's mostly evil, does that make you evil too?
I'm gonna go with a no.
Of course not. We're all individual people.
That's why I said before you went in, you have to be yourself. And you are yourself, not evil.
I mean, that depends. Are you actually trying to prevent this whole resurrection of Lycidas? If the answer is yes, then congratulations, you're not a bad person.
Well, I appreciate it. And sometimes it's just hard to remember that. Because besides for my brother and I, my family's not the best.
Yeah, well,
The sins of your ancestors are not visited upon the child. I would know.
exactly.
My
How would you
family
know?
takes
You
it-
don't know you don't know the sins
Well,
of
I
your
know they
ancestors.
abandoned me, and I haven't abandoned you guys, so, you know.
Well, that's true.
I feel like that might just because we're the only people who tolerate you.
No, I had a whole guild that liked me. I was the funny guy.
Really? Because your girlfriend kind of just dumped you for somebody else.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, Lotte's
I kind of
Lotte.
was.
Lorte
What's her name
told you to
again?
go take a hike and that the other guy was better.
No, that's definitely didn't say it that way. She was very cordial, amicable. You know, we fell apart because I needed to go north,
You, you,
and
you know
she
that?
had other plans.
You
I
know
was
I
gonna
that that
compete with a baker.
that's. I was
I
about to
I
say,
I
yeah, that troll baker back in Crispon. He's quite decent actually.
That's not what I remember happening, but okay, if you want to rewrite history that way, you do that. Um, but
I've been
anyway,
to the curb plenty of times to know when it happened, and it didn't happen that time. It happened many other times, but not that time. That time was just drifted apart. Not a big deal. I've moved on as well. Of the things I cry about at night, that's not one of them
anymore.
anymore.
No wonder you rolled a nat 20 against the troll most recently.
Did you maybe have some unresolved anger with the troll?
I don't have to answer that. So we got what we
No.
need to resurrect Stevie. So
Yay!
everybody's got in the pool. Thank you.
Yay!
And he
Uh,
just gives you like finger guns.
You're all right.
Finger guns. That's actually a real thing. That's a thing. Okay.
before we go though, are you are you good to go, Derek, or do you need another moment?
Have you recovered, sweetie?
Let's get out of
Did I
here.
just call him sweetum?
Sure did. I guess apparently you two are heading off. Interesting. Good to know.
I apparently fell on my head. Don't mind me.
For once, instead of joining in with the banter, Derek just keeps his head down and just keeps walking.
Mel just
I heard
goes,
about him.
"Do you want to talk? I had a crappy vision too."
We fought Lycidas. We lost. I lost all of you. I woke up in the pool. Let's not let that happen again.
I mean, at least you woke up. I don't think that helped.
If you do have a hint on something that we need to get, Tom, we need to get that as quick as possible. We need to get Sinevi back. We need to maybe try and rally those we can against him. We have to do everything we can to prevent that happening. I will not lose this group. I will not lose you.
Ooh, can we do one of
Right.
those bro handshakes, like from Predator?
I mean, so he'd been trying to sort of stand off while you were going around all happy hugging people because he was just still too busy just watching you all die over and over again in his head. But he sort of begrudgingly starts going for it and is just swept up into like a hug and ends up sort of
Yeah. I'm very
holding
persuasive.
you more than he ends up like holding you and hugging you more than you were going to hug him, if that makes sense, because he's realized with that vision how much everyone in this group does mean to him, and the thought of losing them is torturing him.
And I'm gonna be like, we're gonna win. We're all gonna be there when we win.
Well, we were all there. Let's just hope we do win.
And we're not gonna let the big bad Lycider come back. So it won't be. So it shouldn't be as big a fight.
Oh, I expect the fight, but I think
Oh, I know it's gonna
I
be a fight,
feel
but we're just not gonna let them resurrect the god.
no, and if they do, we're gonna win. I've got like 3 out
We've
of
had-
5 saints in my back pocket.
I was going to say we have at least we do have at least 2 saint blessings now. We are collecting saint blessings.
I mean,
Yeah,
Like
we
Pokemon.
really are.
wait, what, I mean, which one should we have
I
besides
choose
Fast
you.
again? I believe we have what is his name? Nightingale and Farsight. Who else do we have?
Yeah, we have
No. We definitely
Nightingale
have
and
Nightingale.
Aerwyna.
And
Yeah.
I have Mona. Mona is definitely like all up in our corner.
And I
And we might have
definitely
Fawcett,
have
too.
a blessing from the sea god. And I definitely have a blessing from the sea goddess.
I mean, I like to
Absolutely.
think. I
And we
like to
even
think I have a
have
blessing.
So,
like
you know, like
if
we're
those
collecting,
Ghostbusters screw it
like
up,
the saints are on our side here. So, you know,
I mean,
this
I'm
is
pretty.
good.
Yeah.
I
We're
like to think I
gonna,
have a blessing from Farsight at least. Hopefully.
yeah.
Hopefully.
So
Yeah.
they're on our side.
Definitely.
But then again,
And I think
everybody
if we
says
leave,
that they're on their
here,
sides.
we could go back to that island and that that pirate goddess lady or the Arcfey lady. I think she could be swayed. She might not be saintly, but you know, she could.
Well,
Again, we'll
she's
leave
kind of mad
glucose
at us
here.
right now. She
Talk to her.
was on our side, and then she got mad at us.
I'm saying she might have cooled off about that. You know,
We can hope. We can hope.
Yeah, because we've helped out her pirates a whole bunch. So anyway, I think we've got support in various pockets of Brista, and let's go get another ally. Let's bring our ally back.
I mean, I suppose you have to
Yay,
wonder how.
friendship!
Power
have
of
to
friendship. Oh my god.
I guess you do have to wonder how much of that is actually support for us and not just support to, you know, their own troubles.
So, do you all head out right away? It's still after the experience with the pool. You're probably around 11:30 noon.
Did we need to do anything else at this temple?
I think so. No,
No, we
I'm pretty sure we
needed
just
the
went here to get
materials,
this
I
diamond.
Okay, and we got our diamond, and we got our. Okay, we got our diamond and talked to the god. I think we're good to go. Unless
What?
the
We got
priest man needs us to do something for him.
Oh, and just as a note, the sapphires you got probably equal about 200 gold.
What did you get?
How many?
Yes. How many did you get?
Yeah, I guess Ilya wants to know, or
We'll say 4 at 50 gold each.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying the blue color of a sapphire does go very well with Lobo's blue markings, so
They do. They would look very, very becoming on him.
all right, fine. Let's divvy up. So the diamond we need as a material cost, but I've got 4 big sapphires. So I love you. I don't know you that well, but you're cool, and I don't really need one. So Mel, you can have it.
Oh, well, thank you.
isn't Mill rich?
I got banished from my kingdom, remember?
I mean, yes, but aren't you still rich, technically?
Yeah.
I mean, the gem is priceless. It's not for the value, it's for the sentiment. It's the thought that counts, whether she was rich or not.
Exactly.
She's been with me longer than you.
I never said anything about monetary value.
Mel just
Say
goes,
it.
right now I have nothing besides the power of friendship.
And your spells. You got some pretty neat spells.
That too. And they work
Yeah.
50% of the time.
Yay? You might want to. Isn't there any way we can like improve that 50%?
Have you considered magic
Like,
missile?
do you need to study more or like or something like because 50% is like doesn't seem great.
Um, I mean, I think I'm doing great.
I think you're doing fantastic.
I'm trying to help.
Mel just doesn't get
And
too
we're gonna-
lucky with the dice.
Okay.
But I'll count before I forget. Did I get a fancy new bow or?
You did. Let's give you those stats because it's fun.
Just before I forget,
So,
because I will absolutely forget.
okay, I'll post it in the Roll20 chat. There you go.
Let's see what my fancy new stick does. Ooh. Well. Yeah, go on, I'm just reading.
You're all good?
I see.
Good to me. Yeah.
Okay, so I have
Onward.
officially obtained a dog worrying device.
And let me know
Horrible
with that if
thunder.
there was anything I didn't cover. It's
Horrible thunder, very nice.
so, do you guys head out for the swamp?
I think so.
Okay. So, for expediency, the first day of travel gets you back to the bay, and you're able to take the same boat across. And it's basically a small canoe. And I think she might have given you two, if I remember correctly. So, it's a very, it's somewhat of a tight fit, especially with a wolf sailing along with you. But you get across the bay and you begin to approach Ingrid's boat rental. And
Oh god, I hope I never have to sail again.
and she spots you and she says, "Oh, that was quick. I thought
That's
you
what
would be
she
gone
said.
for a while." And she just like frowns immediately.
We realize that time is of the essence, and we've been fortunately very efficient.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and hate to say, but I think you're gonna have to put that extra tip I put in case of any accidents. I think you might have to put that in. I think you might have to actually use that.
Oh. Good to know. Well, thank you for adding it. Okay. So I think you guys paid her a total of 40 gold, right?
Let me think quickly. Yes, because I think Tom and Ryan, you like paid her the actual cost, and I went ahead and like paid some extra because I was scared.
So she just says, "How does a 10 gold return sound since you brought it back earlier than expected?"
Make it 15 and we have a deal.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I rephrase that? I feel like Lobo will appreciate 15.
Make an
going for
intimidation check.
I love it.
Can I get a bit of advantage because Lobo's here?
We'll save for this no, just because she's seen the wolf before.
Alright. It has persuasion, but I don't care. Come on, Lobo, don't fail me now. God damn it, Lobo, you failed me.
Let's see.
Please be a coward.
Luckily for you, she rolled a 4. So, she just goes, fine, okay. I thought you all were really nice people, but here's your 15 gold. Stingy much.
Mean.
Can I just like use like shape of water or like something like that to like clean out the boats a little for her,
Yeah, absolutely.
like the druid craft or something like that, just to help clean out the boats for her.
Yeah.
I'd say mending to fix them up, but I think that's a ritual, so it takes me a little while to do it.
Didn't you my ass? I paid extra just in case Lobo had an accident.
Which he did.
Didn't. And he didn't. I did.
Oh, wait a minute. Aren't you rich? He says with a smug.
Two of us. Like seriously, who's I'm talking to?
Oh, I was, you know, because somebody said you were cheap, and I was like, well, yeah, aren't you rich? Because you had said that to.
Oh, yeah. And she just kind of frowns. Good riddance, all of you. I still like you, pointing towards Ryland, and I still like you, pointing towards Derek.
Aw.
Much obliged.
And she goes back into her little cabin.
Out of character, I had my reasons. I had 20 gold to my name. I need anything I can scrape together.
Oh, I thought I covered the cost of the boats. I'm so sorry.
You did, but like I paid 28 because
Oh.
I thought we might need the boat for longer.
Right.
So
I don't have a lot of money.
Stick around with us. We burn towns, get money. It works.
That sounds horrible. I'm in.
That sounds terrible. When do we just start?
So, for expediency, you begin traveling back through the swamp, and this part of it takes about 2 days. So my question, when you make camp, would there be any conversations that you all would have?
I feel like I gotta sit with my man Derek for a night.
Yeah.
Maybe we drink it out. We drink it out.
Absolutely. So we'll switch to that scene then, where you've made camp and it's starting to get, you've been traveling through like a coastal area, but it's starting to morph into the swamp at this point, and it's muggy and somewhat uncomfortable. Keep getting bit by mosquitoes, and alcohol definitely helps. So, what do you say to Derek?
Yo, bro, you good?
I'm conflicted. In the vision, I had a choice to make between my clan and all of you. And it felt like the right thing to do. It felt like the smart thing to do to aid all of you to try and stop Lycidas, try and finish this quest that we've been set on, following the path the saint has put us down. But I saw you all die. I saw you die, Tom. I had to watch as he struck you down one after the other. I saw my clan being butchered in the background. We couldn't stand against him. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know how we stop him.
Well, I can't say I have a magic answer. I only have conviction. Where you are conflicted, I have hope. My vision, even if it's an either or situation, that's a 50-50 shot. And I like those odds. But that's just a vision. None of this nobody could really have predicted that we'd be the ones to try to walk around, sometimes sail around badly, and come out ahead. But we're ahead. We have an advantage against our enemy. We have more saints on our side. We have people all over willing to give up everything to make sure that what you saw doesn't come to pass, and I just have more hope. I mean, we have the advantage of sneaking under their radar. I don't think anybody knows that we're coming.
Maybe. It's just hard, okay? Every time I look at any one of you, one moment everything is normal, the next I'm seeing you dead on the floor again. It's going to take some time to get over that.
Take all the time you need.
Fuck, I need a drink. Here. Help me with this. And he just reaches into the body bag of holding and pulls out one of the, as I named it at the time, giant bottles of Flamorian wine, which are just regular sized bottles of Flamorian wine, just they're giant for a dwarf. And doesn't even bother like trying to sort of open it carefully so that they can like close the cork back in or anything afterwards. Just does the like stereotypical sort of bites it with the teeth, pulls it out, spits the cork out into the bush, pours like half of it into a giant tankard that he produces from his thing, and just hands the bottle to Tom and just says, "Let's just fucking do this.
Let's do it."
Nice.
Very nice.
So Tom and
So
Derek
we're not
drink the
available
night
to
away.
keep watch that night. Yeah, we're not available to keep watch.
That's amazing.
Well, while the boys are having their fun, would actually like to have a quick word with Mel about something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm actually curious as a player, as both a player and a character.
Okay. So Mel just says, "What's up, Ilya?"
I was just wondering, why exactly is your family following Lycidas? Like, what do they hope to achieve?
Mainly power. So since the beginning, my family has been closely tied with Lycidas. Do you know much about the founding of our world?
No, not particularly.
Well, the Belarus family has been around for a very long time. But there's actually, before the saints, there was a deity above them. And real quick, out of character, we have a raid in the chat, so thank you for joining us, all of you. We are in the middle of some travel sequences, so welcome. And back to Mel. So she says, well, there's an overseeing deity, his name is Kale, and he actually is essentially the god of life, of the arts, of music. Very creative, which, when it comes to creating an entire world, it makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people follow the saints anymore, but because they're a little bit more present and relatable, but a lot of bards especially, and those who appreciate the arts do follow Kale. But he was the father of all the saints that we know today, and Lycidas was one of them. And he lived fairly harmoniously with the other saints at first. They all understood that his realm was death, and as melancholy as that can sound, they all had their roles. But Lycidas wasn't happy with just having that realm to himself. He's always been want to expand. And that's where my ancestors came in. Because, well, they wanted to expand and make the Belrose dynasty as great as it could be. And they saw an opportunity with Lycidas and began, well, letting monsters run rampant and declaring war and fighting against the saints themselves. So it's always been for power and getting more status, but in the end, the last time this happened, it ended up losing them everything. The dynasty's not a great place to call home, especially after the Alliance, well, took pretty much everything after the war.
But if Lycidas just does end up winning and expands the influence of death, won't that just eventually kill us all?
Perhaps. Luckily it didn't happen last time. It got stopped soon enough. One of the saints was actually sacrificed because of it, which is why we have Saint Nightingale. She was actually immortal once, and after her very heroic actions in the war, the saints decided that she should be the next Saint of Sunlight. So no one's sure exactly what would happen, but it couldn't be good.
Well, we can agree on that. Just wondering if perhaps it would be at all possible to have them realize this, considering that again, following a saint who is all about death might not be the most reasonable long-term plan.
I'm not sure what.
Unless they want to live as creepy, spooky skeletons, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what the end goal with that is, because it can't turn out well for anyone.
no,
I don't know.
Don't know what's more frightening to me. The fact that they're holding the saint of death, or the fact that even you don't know why they're doing it. That's concerning.
Sorry to like listen in, but if the last time they did this, and they're doing it for power, it left the place desolate and like without everything, why would they try it again? It seems like something went wrong. I did this, backfired, and something went wrong. So let's do it again and see if we can make it worse.
Well, you know,
That's illogical.
desperation makes people do illogical things.
I agree with you. It's most likely because in their eyes they have nothing else to lose.
That's also true. A man with nothing to lose is very dangerous indeed.
If they can win this time, that would put them on top when it comes to the nations and the world of Alainn. Because right now everyone hates them and refuses to work with them. But if they had a saint on their side, that would definitely change things.
Well, I suppose we at least know that it is at least possible to kill a saint, so if we can find a replacement for Lizardus, that might not be a bad idea either. Just a thinking out loud.
That is an interesting point. I mean, they never replaced Lycidas after sealing him away. I think they felt Alainn was a little desolate without a Saint of Sunlight, so the appointment of Saint Nightingale, of course, made sense.
I suppose it wouldn't exactly be easy to sell to the people that we're getting a new Saint of Death. Not really what the common folk want to hear.
Well, to be honest, death in itself is not necessarily a bad thing.
I didn't say that, but the common folk just kind of tends to have that view.
A lot of people have that kind of view, and as above, so below. So if you think it's a negative thing, then it tends to take on negative qualities. So your saint of death is going to take on all the negative qualities and things that you associate with it, and not necessarily the positive renewing qualities that it also has, right? But yeah.
But again, Saint of Death with a less ambitious outlook might be able to highlight those sides of death.
So what? Are you trying to volunteer for the job?
No, I'm just saying that. Well, a new Saint of Sunlight was found, so maybe a new Saint of Death is not a bad idea. Again, I said just think out loud, just seeing what sticks.
Mel just says it could definitely be possible.
I mean, I for one, I think I look forward to my death, but when it comes, I definitely just want to, be allowed to spend my eternity with a Lobo. As was part of the ordeal. But yeah. Need to make me the Saint of Death.
Is there anything else you would say to Mel or Ryland around the camp? Lobo, the new Saint of Death.
I like how we split into like boys tent and a girls tent.
Yeah, that's true.
Unintentionally, yes, we did, didn't we?
That's so funny.
We actually have more than one person in the girls' tent. Yay!
And for some reason, Lobo is here too.
That's okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
He knows what he likes.
He's being a a gentle puppy and taking care of all the young ladies. Yep.
Definitely.
So, we'll say at this point, you wake up in the morning and pack up your camping gear, and you begin heading to the swamp. And you know at this point that the Misty Lake isn't too far away, and you have hope that you can bring back your friend very soon. But as you're walking, Derek, you hear a voice inside your head. And it's a very familiar one. It's the voice of a dwarven female you recognize, named Brayless. And she just says, Derek, Winterhola was attacked by the dynasty. It wasn't anything unmanageable. They were no match to the might of our clans. However, it's possible they'll be declaring war and joining the Alliance in the fray. What updates do you have?
I may have found a way to defend home and a way to bring a power to our side that is sorely needed. I think we're on the way there soon. I can tell you more in person.
Okay. And you don't hear a response from there, but you definitely felt the voice was familiar, and it was interesting hearing back from home for sure. But the rest of you just hear Derek mumbling to himself.
Eric, are you okay? You still
I
having
think I take it. I think I take it as him being either a little bit drunk or still having issues with the vision.
like are you still recovering from the whole vision thing?
Sadly not. The dynasty are stepping up their plans. There's been an attack in Okristan. Winterhold itself has been attacked. They managed to defend it, but who knows when the dynasty will strike again. We need to move fast.
Not familiar with this place, but if it's important to you, then I suppose we should.
It's been a long time since I've had a home, so I understand how important it is to keep yours safe. We will do our best to be as as swift of foot as we can.
I thank you all. I'm just concerned for what the dynasty is planning.
Well, whatever they're planning, it's up to us to try and stop them, I suppose. Never much fancy myself a hero, but I guess that's the chance that fate has told us.
And at this point, after a few more hours of travel, you do arrive at the Misty Lake. And Preya comes out to greet all of you and just says, "Do you have it?"
We do. We do have it. And I produce the diamond.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's get inside. We'll make some tea first.
Oh, geez, I could certainly go for a cup.
And after heating up some tea, you quickly realize that it's basically heated up swamp water. And
Well,
she's just like, I heard from Cham Nora that putting frog eyes in your tea is really good, so I added some to that too.
Can I make
go on.
Durell's protein shake?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it would be very rude to decline, so bottoms up, I suppose.
I have to take this with every
Purify food and water. Purify food and water.
Every mud water has to be taken with a shot of Burrell's protein shake. I learned it from this cookbook.
Of course. Also, like she'll like briefly try and offer it up to Lobo, and even he's like, "Nope, not happening."
Oh, that's
Damn it,
amazing.
Lobo. You had fun job. You had fun job. So is that a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, absolutely.
Damn it, Lobo, you had one job.
I rolled my temporary hit point.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
No, seriously, I'm casting Purify food and water on mine.
Nice. So no need for a roll for you then.
How rude.
For the sakes of this, I'm assuming this is poison, and so my dwarven advantage against it would.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You've had a lot
I
worse.
assume so from the context.
How rude. It's not
Nice.
poison, it's just not very edible.
Yeah, actually, so far everyone is fine. It helps that you had the drinks at the tavern in Cham Nora.
Yep, goes down smoothly.
Yeah, I drank something completely different. You guys are silly.
You know, I think Lobo wants one too. She'll say, ending staring daggers at him for not taking the first one.
And Preya just says, "Okay, are we ready to begin?"
I don't think we'll ever really be, but
Do we hold hands or?
well, I'm very touchy-feely lately. Are you okay, Tom?
Yes, better than okay. I like I have family, friends, purpose.
Sure. Good to know.
So, she gets the help of some of you, and you lay out Sunivi's body on the floor, and she begins lighting some candles around and begins sprinkling some of the Misty Lake water on his forehead, and she just says, "All right, Diamond." And she then places it on his chest and just says, I'll be concentrating on this. And I'm gonna need anyone who wants their help with this ritual.
Certainly.
He's not going to come back as irreverent, is he?
He can come back however he wants.
Okay. I'm just asking. Reverends just aren't usually very nice.
And she just says, whatever you do, just, you traveled with him and you know him well. Just say or do something that would strengthen his connection to our world.
Oh, I'm not entirely sure if I'm qualified then.
Hey, Sinevi, do you want to go join a body pile?
He immediately jumps up.
That's amazing. So the ritual has started at this point. Is that what you offer up, Ryland?
I'm going to help concentrate and offer up let's sleep in the body pile.
Okay. So in that case, make a persuasion check.
Oh dear, I'm not exactly the most persuasive person, but
I
okay.
feel like she should have advantage for that one.
That's amazing. I would say just a straight
Persuasion.
roll since it's a ritual.
It's an 11. It's not the worst roll, but it's not great. Maybe a little twitch, you know?
So, you say, do you want to join the body pile? And so far it doesn't seem to register as the ritual is still going on. But as you're all gathering around his body, you sense part of his arm warms a little bit. As much as it can for a cold-blooded lizard.
We have fresh meat in the body bag.
Who else would like to offer up something to the ritual?
Well, I already offered the diamond. Hey, Sinevi. Your favorite soft skin here. I feel like you already know that I miss you, but I think you might miss me too. And I would be happy to make you a leather vest to go with your assless chaps. So please come back.
Nice. Make a persuasion check.
Aww.
Very nice indeed.
Nice.
Please, with sugar and cherries on top.
He really wants that level west.
Suddenly, you watch as
Woohoo.
the door to the hut is slammed open by a swirling wind, and it begins to go around Sunivi with leaves beginning to encircle his body. And there's one last
things are
roll to
happening.
make. Who would like to offer something?
Yeah, I feel like it's most fitting if Derek does it.
I was going to say I had been waiting. He walks over and just sort of kneels down next to the body and just says, "You were right, Sinevi. Our soft skins can't do it without you. We need your help."
Ooh.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy, this is gonna go well. Oh yeah, big roll.
No.
No.
Ooh, he did not like that one.
Derek is not the most persuasive.
So,
I would say though, I'll say that later. Go on.
as the wind begins to encircle, It suddenly, excuse me, it suddenly grows kind of cold. But, and Derek, you get the feeling that you're just a little overwhelmed by the news you got, and then also the pool of reflection, so you take a step back. Luckily, there were 2 out of 3 successes. So, you watch as the leaves continue to blow, and then there seems to be a green glow to his eyes as they begin to open, and then suddenly he coughs and then breathes in life again for the first time in a while. And you see your friend Sunivi of the Misty Lake alive before you, but very weak and very beaten down. And Mads, I'll let you take it over.
Sure. Oh, what happened? Where am I? God, I feel like last week's fresh kill.
Funny you should mention that.
How so?
Well, do you remember being dead?
What are you talking about?
You may have suffered a minor case of death.
About a
You
week
saw-
ago.
Maybe sort of see like this like hint of realization on his face as he finally starts to regain some of his composure. Oh. Alright, we were in a fight, weren't we? How did that pan out? I seem to have, well, blacked out during that endeavor.
Well, we were in battle.
Black Doter died.
And,
Yep.
and we made sure that we won that battle, but some of the people you surrounded yourself with weren't so adept with a frickin' healing potion. But I'm over it. I'm over it. And you succumbed to your wounds.
I see. Did anyone else perish?
I mean, all of them.
Wait, all of them, all of the pirates. What happened?
No.
No,
I mean,
no. All of our enemies.
yeah, all the
Died.
guilds that
God.
were thinking about chilling with the dynasty, we cut off the heads of the snakes.
Well, I suppose the very least I did do what I set out to do then.
And look, Mummy's here. I mean, Priya's here.
And she immediately gives Sunivi a hug.
Wait, what? When did we get here? Weren't we all the way back in the dynasty?
Your friends made
That's what I'm
quite
saying.
the
About a
journey.
week ago, we were. Yeah, there was some time where you were gently reposed by our friend Zayden. You remember Zayden? He's here.
Yeah, the elf from
Yeah.
the city.
As I said, you had a minor case of death, but we thought it best that you be brought to your brought home, and yeah, we thought that's what you would want.
Oh, So I actually died, did I? Wow.
Yeah.
This divine magic is top notch. So welcome back.
Strange. You'd think dying would be more traumatic, but I don't really feel much at all regarding that. Well, as long as all of you are safe and sound, I guess that's all that really matters. You are all safe and sound, aren't you?
Some of us are even better than we were last week. We also
Alainn.
met a fellow Fossick follower. This is Ilya. That's Lobo. They helped us get the last head of the snake. More dead, and then they traveled with us here.
Oh, I see. Well, a pleasure to meet you. I do hope my companions have been on their best behavior in my absence. Oh, yeah. Oh, they've been quite pleasant indeed. Even Lobo liked them. Most of them.
We made you talk yourself.
Yep. Well, that's reassuring. Yes, some of my teachings haven't rubbed entirely off on them. Well, so, how exactly did they bring me back? Like,
And Freya just says, well, I did the ritual, but they went and got the materials to make it happen.
huh,
And the Saint Aerwyna helped us.
Athena, you say? Huh, curious. I
Yeah,
guess she
Saint
has the...
Kavita is pretty nice. Well, okay, she wasn't nice to everybody, but she does do some really trippy visions.
Huh, I guess she must have a soft spot for water-dwelling creatures.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Well, I appreciate what you've done for me. Really do. Even if I don't remember much of what happened. Though I suppose that might come back to me in a few days. It's been a bit of... Hopefully. So, you'll have to forgive me, as I said, it's a weird experience returning from the dead, supposedly.
I mean, yeah, you would know. But
I mean, I know we like to pull pranks, but that I think that's a little bit beyond us to try and do that as a prank.
Oh, don't worry, I trust you, of course. I don't think you'd stick around with something like this. Just, I suppose I would... Guess you just expect to feel more, but... And it just feels like I've been broken from a very long sleep.
Well, I guess you're not supposed to remember anything from. I guess that's just kind of the go. You're not supposed to remember. They want to keep it
Indeed,
a
I mean,
mystery.
indeed, I believe we even talked to you while you were dead, didn't we? Ilya asks.
yes, you did. You told me to propose to Onyx, which I don't know if we're there yet, but you never know.
I mean, yeah, of course your lust for her is as obvious as my lust for fresh meat.
Very similar.
Indeed.
At that point, Zidon walks in, the very familiar drow figure with an umbrella over his head and he walks in and goes, "Sorry, I was just lounging in the shade. This place actually kind of grows on you a little bit. It's quite homey, but I'm ready for my lavish guild hall. Oh, Sunivi, you're alive.
Holy shit,
So-
when did you get here?
You succeeded.
When did he get here? Why is he here?
Your friends needed a ride back to Plumerock,
I guess that's fair.
and I owed them a favor, so that is why I'm here. And the only reason why I'm here. Besides to support you, of course.
Right. It was to see that he got back to health, and that's it, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And you wanted a little
Uh,
vacation.
Mm-hmm. It was quite nice. Quite lovely.
Don't take this the wrong way. I barely know you.
It's quite alright, Sunivi. I'm just glad you're alive. And breathing.
Prayer, who is this guy?
And she just goes, I'm not sure, quite frankly.
Well, I'm very grateful that you made the long, difficult journey to come here just for my sake. That is, you didn't have to.
No, I didn't.
I convinced him. I see.
She's quite persuasive with that wolf hanging around.
Not the most threatening thing I've seen, but I'll take your word for it.
Did you see more threatening things while you were dead?
As I said, I don't really remember seeing much.
Oh.
Again, that's why I'm getting kind of weirded out. Again, I would have thought I would see more, but it's not there.
Oh. If it makes you feel
yeah.
any better, you did say you were in the kingdom of Osik.
Oh, wait, really?
Oops. Was I not supposed to say that?
And as you're starting to get kind of reacquainted with living, you do remember Fossick welcoming you into the afterlife, and you don't remember much about it except for it just feeling like a nice nap under some of the trees in the swamp.
Oh. Oh. Fossick's not gonna be pleased. Get the feeling he's actually gonna be quite pissed. I'm gonna have a cloud living over my head for the next couple of weeks, aren't I?
As long as you're living, I won't complain.
Roll a religion
That's
check if you still have Sunivis.
I do. I have it here somewhere.
Nice.
Just a second. I don't delete any of my characters. My character is basically a graveyard.
Oh.
Religion check. Hey, he's actually quite terrible at this. That's surprising. 13. Could be worse.
There's no storm cloud. But you don't feel any sort of wrath coming from your deity. Does your character
Oh, I
sheet say
suppose.
dead, Sunivi?
Yep.
Just in case. That's amazing.
Well, it does that when you have 3 failures.
Oh, really? I
think at
didn't
least.
know that.
I think it does at least.
That is so crazy.
Mhm.
I don't use D&D Beyond very much, so that's interesting.
But yeah, I suppose I do need to change that. He is no longer dead. Wait, he is back. He is once again alive.
That is true.
But yeah, so well, I suppose I'll just have to make it up to him somehow. That can wait for another time. Now, well, yeah, that's a good point. What now?
And Zyden just goes, am I taking you
Find
all
out
back to
next
Plume
time.
Rock?
Yeah, let's roll.
Sinevia, you gonna come with, or you wanna stay and be acclimatized with Priya?
Say, how long did you say it's been that I've been dead?
With 2 tops.
Well, it has to be less than 10 days, because that's how long gentle repose lasts.
Yeah. So you're between... Yeah, about a week.
And you guys managed to take care of the problem in my absence?
Oh yeah, Plume
Yeah.
Rock is well sorted. We didn't rescue the Archmage, and we still have to go to Orderung.
We're still supposed to go to that island we haven't
That
got
too.
to yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Not every problem, but the problem that was,
Problem A we
most-
got.
the most immediate problem to your situation.
Well,
Oh yeah, and you're still the civilian representative. Don't forget.
oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like that has kind of taken a back seat with all that's happened.
Yeah, you still have your proxy in place, so.
Yeah. You could always, resign. I'll have another election.
Well, as ecstatic as I am to be back and see that all my friends and family are well and unharmed, I think you have more than proven that you don't, in fact, need my supervision or protection. And as for myself, I feel I may have neglected some of my duties back here. Be that to both to Preya and to my tribe, so I don't think it would be right of me to join you back in Fulham Rock. You've come far, and I feel like you will continue on doing just fine without me. If anything, I might need to actually, well, need to improve my own skills so I can actually be the protector I claim to be.
Relling gives
If
you a big
that's
hug and goes, if that's what you want, that's what you want. But I hope you don't mind if we stop by and check in on you after we're done this chaos.
Of course not. You're always welcome here.
Mel runs over and gives you a hug too.
Oh well, I didn't know you were here. How nice.
Never gets old.
Never gets old.
Poor Mel.
Mel, do you just run around with an invisibility spell on yourself?
You know, maybe. Maybe I'm accidentally casting it.
I think so. That must be it.
Maybe every time I
I'm gonna
sneeze,
go
I turn
next.
invisible.
Gonna go next for hugs and say, good to have you back. If you get a chance, check on Booker in Meadhaven. It's good to have strong allies in multiple places for the upcoming battle. And we'll do one of those bro handshakes, which I'm really into today for some reason.
Wait, he's still there.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't be. That's like paradise for
you guys never went and picked him up.
Wait, what?
You guys never went and picked him up. I thought I'd rate you better than this. Jokes aside.
Who's Booker? I don't think I ever met a Booker.
Jokes aside. Do try and be honest with our next volume. It might work out for you.
Really? Oh man, what a hopeful bunch of days.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do have the authority to carry out a bonding ceremony if you need it.
Well, yeah, but she'd probably have to be here. So, yeah, we'll see.
I mean, stranger things has happened. I became the people's representative of a town I've never been to.
There have been worse politicians in Crestbourne.
Well,
that in itself is kind of sad, considering he won by eating his opponent.
Well, they don't know that. The voters don't know that.
Well, the less they know, the better, I suppose.
Again,
that's
that
usually
kind
the
of
case with politicians.
Again, that kind of worries me about Crestbourne politics.
Well, I might not be going back there anytime soon. I have to admit, I do feel rather bad about not joining you fellows in your search for the Archmage, but again, I'm confident you'll sort this out. Well, apparently very resourceful, even when I'm not around.
We all do what we have to do.
Should I rescue him? Do let her know that I'm sorry.
Absolutely. It's on our list of to-dos. Our to-do list just keeps getting longer. It's amazing.
I suppose this wasn't exactly on his to-do list either.
Yeah, but it got bumped to the top. Our to-do list, like I said, this of ours is kind of fantastic.
Gentle repose only lasts 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh, such a sentimental bunch.
We are.
But then again, I've come to appreciate that.
So, Zidon just goes, alright, coming to Plume Rock with me?
Yes.
I'm in.
Alright. Let's cast that spell. And, he just goes, alright.
Before you go, Derek, a word, quickly.
Of course, Sir Navy.
Well, I won't be accompanying you any longer. If you do happen to stumble upon Nightingale once more, do give her a greeting from me.
Of course, Anivi.
And
Of course.
above all else, look after yourselves. I don't want to hear that you've gone and gotten yourselves killed in my absence.
We will be careful, Sunivi. You look after your own.
And who knows? The future is strange and unpredictable. I have a feeling we may cross paths again, sooner or later.
I look forward to it.
Hopefully we'll do so under slightly less troubled times.
I hope so.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't keep you any longer, so safe journeys, and if you ever need me, you know where to find me.
Be safe.
You too. All of you.
And Zidon just says, well, here's what I need you all to do for the spell to work. I need you to close your eyes, think of Palumrock, and click your heels 3 times. Do you guys do it?
Happily, I do whatever Zidon tells me. Mona, Mona, Mona.
Plus Lobo has to do it too.
And Zidon goes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh dear, I feel like this might not end well for us. Well, Lobo, you heard the tall, skinny man.
Try not to hurt the tall, skinny man. He's just trying to amuse himself. He's been bored.
And Zidon just goes, well, it was funny to watch all of you do that, but magic doesn't work like that, luckily. Alright, let's go. He just snaps his fingers. And you all except for Sunivi, suddenly appear in the guild hall, right next to the altar, back in Palumrock. And I think that's the perfect place to leave off, actually. So,
Sounds good. Yay, we resurrected Sunivi.
Yay, Sunivi's back!
Yay, Sunivi's alive, even if he doesn't want to join us. That's perfectly okay.
So
I'm just gonna say straight away, I am not playing 2 characters for the rest of this campaign.
Oh, come on, it would be fun.
End of story.
He says playing both himself and a dog.
yeah.
Exactly.
Why would we
You were
be
playing 3
3
characters. The evil DM in me was like, yeah, I'm totally making you play both characters.
And then we just have to make sure he has to talk to himself for at least half of every session.
Oh, absolutely.
That would have been
Oh,
so much.
I'm starting to become disappointed in myself. I didn't actually go for it. Wouldn't that have been a joy?
That's what it feels like as a DM sometimes. Am I talking to myself? Or am I playing D&D? But we'll go ahead and say goodbye to the chat. Thanks to everyone for hanging out in the chat, and thank you for the raid. It's always awesome seeing everyone there. And we will be back next week, same time, same place. And we'll have to see what direction the party goes, because they have a couple of things they could investigate. So we'll have to find out. So goodbye, everyone. Good evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.